One, two, three in the place to be. It's your player partners from the bottom of the map.
From the bottom of the map.
It's your dog Israel.
I Hayes.
Before we get into it, make sure you like, subscribe, share, tell a friend to tell a friend. It's them again. Jump in the comments. Show love. We show love back. Appreciate everybody who's been tuning in, following us as we continue to grow this channel and give you this real spill. Let's go ahead and give our quick recap of Miami's victory against Boston College, 45-20, closing out the season at 7-5. This is the Miami team I think we wanted to see all season, but we got what we got. So, what's your thoughts on the game? How did you see things fall against Boston College?
Man, I like to go ahead and say that I already told y'all we was gonna win by 14. You know what I'm saying? So I stated that I said the same thing I said last game. It's gonna be one of the better motherfucking games that we play. Look, man, this shit very basic to me. I already could tell you what's gonna happen, and it's gonna go like that most of the time. You know what I'm saying? Especially when I know we're gonna play good. Yeah, I just felt like it's Boston College. I knew that, you know what I'm saying, Castellanos, I think that's their quarterback. I knew he could get free. I knew he could do some things, but I just felt like, look, man, this is these victories. These victories are about motherfucking recruiting. So I knew we were gonna come out. We were gonna demolish it. You got to think too. They don't have the talent level, so there's no situation where you can really get out coached. You know what I'm saying? Georgia Tech, even when I look back at that, and we're like, oh, we should have beat them. We just got out coached. But you know what I'm saying? They made, they gave Georgia a time. They've been up and down this season. But Boston College, you know what I'm saying? I mean, when we looked at their record, I just was like, look, bro, we got way better talent. We gonna win this game, right? I could try to scrutinize and say what I liked and what I didn't like, but I don't know. I feel like the way that I analyze their games, I don't really like. Yes, you want to have specifics, right? Like we had running touchdowns, right? This is a game where I looked at the style like, look, man, Mario wanted to run. The main thing is, play calling still vanilla here and there, but I just knew it was going to be a game that we were going to win. I was like, okay, limit mistakes, and I mean, it was to me this is the version of that you want to see every game, but you're not going to see that. When you get teams like, your Clemson's, your Florida States, anybody that chooses to be good that season, we're going to get out coached. And if that team has any type of talent level that's close, that could be a loss. You know what I'm saying? Even though when we played Louisville, we definitely could have won. It was like, okay, when the game comes down to last possessions, we're going to lose those games. That's not anything that Mario has ever been good at. And my biggest thing about analyzing is that, look, I think you are what your resume says. I think when I look at Mario's, I'm always going back and we're really going back and we're analyzing a lot of Oregon. It's just like, look, man, I kind of know what the ceiling is, but I also know what the floor is. And so, no, I thought it was a good team victory. And I just felt like, I don't know. For me, I expected it. I'm like, if you lose that, I'm like, at that point, now we really just, you know what I'm saying? You being ridiculous. So I just felt like, okay, it was a couple of missed tackles. They had a little couple run, but it was never in doubt who was going to win the game. So when we, like I said, we won by the 14. When it was vanilla, it was vanilla. When it was good, it was good. You know what I'm saying? Same thing that I felt about the Louisville game. They're going to play their best football. So that's how I saw it.
Um, just real quick, you guys all probably know the numbers, but TVD was 23 of 36 for 290 yards, two touchdowns, no picks, which was important. Henry Parrish got off 11 carries for 111 yards, 10.1, two touchdowns. AJ Allen, who we had not been seeing, I don't know if he was in the doghouse, if he was hurt, what was going on. He had 9 carries for 68, 7.6 per, and he had a touchdown. Mark Fletcher contributed with another touchdown. Strepo's been stepping up the past couple of weeks. He had another 100+ yard game, 6 receptions. Jacoby George with a touchdown. Kobe Young with a touchdown. So, like my dog was saying, all around, good game. Offensively, still very much. It did seem very vanilla. It just looked like our athletes were just better all across the board. A lot of drop passes. I counted like 7. Um, this team this year had been sure-handed. Restrepo dropped one. Jacoby George dropped one. Um, I think our tight ends got involved. I think we had McCormick, the duper senior. He dropped one. But they got involved. You finally seen Arroyo and Riley Williams with catches. They're at least out in the route tree running patterns instead of just, decoying and just being extra linemen. So it's like you're seeing a little bit better, tight ends getting the ball. But then it's like I seen some of the same old. Because when you look at it, Castellanos had 130 yards rushing. And this is what we knew from this team. We knew that their quarterback was going to be the issue. Keeping him in the pocket, they have a lot of design quarterback runs, quarterback draws. In the read and in the zone read, he's going to be pulling majority of the time, and they couldn't stop him. They couldn't stop him. And you look at the point total, and there was time, the third downs where they couldn't convert, but this man had 130 yards rushing. And this is basically their whole rushing attack. We knew this from the start because they really don't pass the ball. He's been this all season, and really they shouldn't have scored like no points. But what continued to happen was couldn't keep contained on the quarterback. He kept getting loose. He's not big. I think he's only like 5'11", something like that. Kept getting loose. And we kept getting beat on wheel routes, and passes up the middle. I couldn't count how many wheel routes we got beat on. It's because our team, we got to go back to coaching, don't stay fundamental. Our athletes kind of just went out using their just natural ability. But when you look at teams that are elite, you get the athletes with the natural ability and you have them coached up every game. I can't keep calling this man name out because I really like him. I want him to be great. But James Williams keeps like it's consistent. He's out of position all the time. Those wheel routes, I'm just like, why are you continually out of position? Why are you not having the right angles? Why are you steadily being beat to the corner all the time? You're overrunning when you're chasing down a player, you're taking a bad angle. You're overrunning the pass. So now, you know, running backs or tight ends are getting behind you. This is like consistent, like day one stuff that keeps happening. Um, but not to rain on the parade too much. There was some good, there was some bad. Shout out to Coach Hayes. He do the good, the bad, and the ugly. So I know he gonna get into all of that because we see the score 45-20, and we think it was just great. But I just want to say, to all y'all TVD haters, he gonna be gone, but these past 2 weeks, he been showing up. I mean, either he found himself somewhere or I don't know what happened. He's not just staying in the pocket when the play is breaking down. I seen him, going to his second and third read. I seen him get out the pocket and make passes, make plays, scramble for first downs. He like a completely different person back there. I don't know if Mario told Shannon Dawson, like, I'm not going to interfere no more and I'm going to hand it all over to you. If TVD is putting on his best act for whatever school he looking at to get recruited for to hit the transfer portal, but whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Like he looking like a different person. So, I don't know if, y'all seeing the same thing I'm seeing, but I'm seeing, like a different person back there at quarterback. Could be coaching. It could be he got his confidence back. I don't know. But overall, a good win, a team you're supposed to beat. You're supposed to dominate. I want to say they dominated, but they played well against them. 7-5. You're probably looking at a bowl game December 20th or something like that. And it still looks, you win a game like that, it looks good for recruiting. So there you have it. Y'all, we won. There. You know what I'm saying? Like niggas be happy we won. Like, yeah, we won. Like, woo, like this is a game we're supposed to win. We're supposed to win like this. We're supposed to win a lot of these games this year. So like, yeah, I'm happy we won, but it's a lot of bad shit I'm still seeing. And I guess we'll get into another video about all the other drama that's gonna go down between now and next season. Transfer portal in, transfer portal out. Coaching changes, coaching carousel, if any, and what'll go down with that. But That was my thoughts on the game. The niggas won.
Yeah, I ain't got nothing else to say about it. You know,
Is you
yeah,
happy now?
on it. So you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. 7-5, 5-7, 7-5, possibly 8-5, or 7-6, right? So
Mm.
you
Mm.
know, I think at this point though, it is what it is. We'll just take the 7-5. You know what I'm saying? 5-7, 7-5. So
Well, there you have it. That was our thoughts. Like I said, once again, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, share. Keep tuning in with your player partners. Appreciate y'all, riding this ride with us as we continue to grow. But till next time, this your dogs from the bottom of the map.
from the bottom of the map,
We
we
go.
out.